sorted. Well, we found a way of reaching those beans right at the top, and the beans have been really prolific, so I'm going to get these beans collected now. Well, that's the harvest picked, and obviously for a while I've been thinking, how do I get those beans down from the top? But this bit of kit, it's just over probably 1.5 meters long, and it's what the wife uses to cut off the lily leaves that are dying off in the pond, so it gives you good easy access. But the bean crop, again, unfortunately some of them have been left too long. These to me have been too long. Easy way to tell if it snaps and without a string in it. And also, if you see any beans that look like this, just started to go a bit yellow, always take them off and drop them on the floor. They're not going to do any good, and the bean plant will try and make it grow, but take it off, it'll reproduce others. I did find one here earlier that was looking, obviously you can see that's just gone too far, stringy, and we've got the bean in there, so possibly 30% of these I won't use. I'm not freezing them, we eat them as they come and give them away to friends and family. Let's move on to the carrots. Well, turn your back, and the French beans I put in as a second crop have gone mad. That's why some of the beans have also gone to seed or gone a little bit too far. But I've had a few of these carrots, and they haven't been too bad at all. I'm just going to move you around a bit, and I did pull one out to show somebody how I grow these carrots. I have pulled one out this is a virgin sweet candle, and the first one I pulled out was because it was pushing out. But these boxes aren't very deep, so what happens is the carrot starts pushing up. So this is either going to be a big one or a spider one. You see the tap root there, it's gone right to the bottom, feeding from all the good stuff I put right at the bottom. So once that tap root's down at the bottom, you shouldn't get too much forking, because it's getting all its natural energy out of the bottom. So let's just have a comparison with this carrot and the depth of the box. So the carrot was sitting about there, and the tap root was actually touching the ground. So as it grows, it just pushes its way up, then you get the green top. But realistically, some of these might end up making good show carrots, but that's what the other box is for. So I've had one that's forked out of the other box, so it still happens even if you get them into a good environment. But the sweet candle carrots are my favourite. While I'm here, I'll take the gem squash off and we'll cut it open. Now, these knives aren't designed to be pulled right out, because that's where you use this part of the knife and you break it off going down. So I've put my anti-slash gloves on just in case anything happens. Not ideal at all. I'd normally do this at home. I've had one, and I'm not really wanting to use it. They are tough. Apparently you can make all sorts out of them. Didn't want that bit. As you can see, all the seeds are in there, then you've got that little bit of flesh. And personally, I don't see any point in them. But that's what the gem squash look like after a harvest. Don't try that at home. Not sure what happened there, guys. I don't know whether I've been recording a load of rubbish or you've been dancing around the polytunnel. I'll just recap just a little bit. But this is where I planted the grape seeds from the Bosscup Glory. This popped up. It looked very similar. There's the leaf of the Bosscup Glory, and the light's just sitting on it a bit, so I'm not sure, but I'll let it continue. We'll never know. I'll just quickly show you the gem squash, because I'm not sure what you've seen and what you've not, because the microphone cable touched the screen and it wouldn't switch on, but I don't know what you've actually seen. But this is the gem squash. There's the seeds, there's the flesh. To me, not worth it. The root crops took a bit of a battering from the dry weather, and as you can see, this one's gone to seed, so we'll get rid of that. It didn't really come to anything, but there are a few that have. So that one will be coming home. Now the Swedes are doing quite well. I'm not sure whether I called that one I've just pulled out a Swede or a turnip, but the other one was a turnip. This is the Swede. Come on, get your act together. But these aren't quite ready yet, but they're growing well. The onion still holding its own. I want that one to go to seed because the rest did so well. These are the leeks in the cloth containers. These cloth containers are about 30 litres, and we've got I think it was 7 Swedes. These are about a finger width now, and no signs of any damage from the leaf miner. Sweet corn, they're looking quite good actually. There's just a few silks that haven't actually taken, and I'm sure there's one here that I've been having a little look inside. I might even be tempted to take that one today. Now we're into the brassica cage. Now somebody said to me that these on the right side didn't look like Brussels, and I think you're absolutely right. I can't remember who it was, but I think my Brussels are up the top there. I'll always leave the Brussels in a place out the way, so the Brussels went up there. I think the purple sprouting went down here, so well done my friend for spotting my mistake. And these Savoys coming out nicely. Keep taking the kale, and I believe I may have another pointed cabbage to harvest. I haven't had any good florets of broccoli, calabrese. That one might actually be the best one. I must take that one, but all these, none of them go to waste. And there's the telltale signs of the sprouts. And we're plagued with whitefly again. They're even, it's been that dry, they're even staying on the outside of the leaves. Unbelievable. Outside tomatoes a little bit slower than the ones in the greenhouse, as you'd expect. I haven't got any tomatoes in the polytunnel yet, but I haven't got any blossom end rot there either, so that's all good. Okay, turn your back on the zucchinis. That one's no good for nothing. Those two are ready to be harvested. I only like them very small. The free peppers that we got from the garden centre, I'm going to take that one now. I didn't want to take it too early in case it didn't like it, but I'm going to take that one and this one here, and we have some fruits just forming, so hopefully it will be productive before the end of the season. Third sowing of peas. This is the third row, and yeah, disastrous. Even though they've had the water, it's just far too warm for them, even though they've shaded either side by the runner beans and French beans. But next year I'm going to sow all the peas all in one go and gorge on them. Again, I picked one yesterday and that one's gone mad. I do quite like these yellow ones. So this is today's vegetable harvest, just to keep us ticking over. It's not everything. I've got carrots in a bucket and some potatoes to get out, but that'll be a separate video. But that looks really nice. Show cabbage. Would I do anything different with the brassicas in the cage? No, maybe label differently, but they've done really well. So is the kale. I'm going to save some seeds from the yellow courgette. We'll always accept free peppers, etc. Plenty of beans. Peas, we've said, I'm going to sow them all in one go. It seems to do better for me. I always pick the courgettes while they're small. These are the bunching onions. We sow about 10 to 12 seeds all in one pot. Plant them into the soil when we get time. Make nice little, you can actually use them as they are. Carrots in the containers, always a plus, but I may steer away from actually growing them in the flower buckets. But as always, I'll probably change my mind when I do the reveal of that bucket, which was sowed on the 7th of May, some Nantis 5. We will see. We've got the hashtag Sunflower 2018 challenge. Some of my sunflowers now are going over, so I just got to record it for Nick's allotment. That's N-I-C-K. That's hashtag Sunflower Challenge 2018. We've got the hashtag Giant Veg and Show Vegetables. I'll show you how things are going. And happy gardening to you all. I've been a bit lapse on showing the vegetable harvest this time, but I've been very busy, and certainly looking forward to retirement in 3 or 4 years time, so I can spend more time on the plot. Take care, my friends. Till next time. Ta-ra for now.